friends, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Caitlin and I like to film eyeshadow palette ranking and review videos, as well as the occasional other beauty content sprinkled in. So if any of those things sound interesting to you, I highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button because I post 2 videos every single week. And for those of you that are not new here, my face is happy that you are seeing it again. I don't know why that was a struggle for me. This is not deja vu. It may feel like it based on the title, the hair, the makeup. You may be like, I've already watched this video. I promise you, you have not. Well, I guess I can't promise you. Maybe you've seen this one. If you have watched my 4th part of the Would I Buy This Again series, then you have seen this video. If you have only watched parts 1, 2, and 3, this is a new one. I just look the exact same as I did when I filmed part 3 because I filmed part 3 2 minutes ago. But I wanted to film both parts today because I want to get these bad boys out and I want to get through my collection and finish up this series as soon as possible. All of you seemed really interested in it, especially if we lead up to my declutter video, so I can think about which eyeshadow palettes I would maybe not purchase if they launched again, and are those really eyeshadow palettes that I should have in my collection right now? You know what I'm saying? So anyways, all that being said, if you want to see me talk through eyeshadow palette, oh, I almost forgot. This video idea came from Dolly Mama Beauty. I saw Batty Bean and Emily's Makeup Blog both do these types of videos, but they got the idea from Dolly Mama Beauty. Link all of their videos down below in the description box. I also always fail to mention this because I'm bad at YouTube, but any palettes where I have a dedicated video or a video where I did multiple looks and that palette was featured, basically any palette that was featured in a video that wasn't like a ranking video, that video will be linked down below. So if you're like, oh, I kind of want to see looks with this palette, check the description box. I may have videos linked for some of these palettes. I make no promises though. I'm not sure if I have a video for I definitely don't have a video for every single one. I don't know if I have a video for any of the ones. I think I have at least 1 video. Maybe 2? I think one. One of the other ones I know I did a TikTok with. Maybe two. Anyways, check the description box if you're curious. That being said, if you want to see me talk through palettes and pretend as if they launched right now, would I purchase them? Then you should go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, also because I'm a bad YouTuber and forgot to say this every time, please like this video. If you like this type of content, it helps me out. And also comment down below if you agree, disagree, or are indifferent to any of my answers to any of these palettes. Okay, all right, so let's get started. I picked 15 palettes at random this time. What I did, and I explained this in part 3, I sort of reorganized my palettes solely for this series so I could keep track of what's been picked and what hasn't. But my husband was working today. Normally he picks the palettes. I say normally, he did it the first 2 times, and then the 3rd and 4th time I picked them myself. But anyways, for today's, I went through the palettes. Now that I reorganized them, I pulled up a random number generator, picked a number 1 through 10. It popped up with 5, and I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pulled a palette, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pulled a palette, and then did that until I hit 15 palettes. So that's how I picked them. My palettes are alphabetized, so yeah. Oh, I did that. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, anyways, I think we made it through the whole alphabet. I mean, there's a Vizier palette in here, so I feel like I did. Anyways, let's just get into it. I was smart and I put them all in a bin that I can hold in my lap. I didn't like differentiate between like new and old palettes or hold anything out because they're an old palette, mainly because, or a new palette, I mean. Mainly because I'm trying to get all these videos out before I do my declutter video that I'm targeting to post in end of December, early January. I just like to do a declutter of my makeup like with the new year. Same with my clothes. I just want to start fresh, you know? So anyways, that's my target. So I'm trying to get these out. And I think I'm going to have to post at least 10, probably more like 11 or 12 of these videos to hit all of my palettes. That's how many I have. Okay. Anywho, let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start with this Nomad Cosmetics Haunted Europe palette, and it has the like shifty cover. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if you saw any of that. 1000% yes, if this launched right now, I would buy it. Would I buy it because this color story really attracts me? I mean, it doesn't not attract me, but really I'd be buying it because of the packaging and the theming. but that is who I am as a person. So anyways, okay, next up, oh, I'm not going to show the inside of this one. This is the Lunar Beauty 12 Days of Lunar palette. This is the advent calendar palette that he launched. And since each individual shade is like part of the advent calendar, I don't want to spoil it for anyone. So I'm not going to show you the inside. Sorry. I just don't want to spoil it. And I want people to be able to watch this even and also enjoy their advent calendar. So I'm not going to spoil it. But anyways, this is like brand new. I have only used this palette once so far. So yeah, if it launched right now, I would buy it for sure. I love Lunar Beauty. They are one of the brands on my special list for my low buy. So anyways, keeping it moving. Mercury Retrograde from Miss Huda Beauty. I think this is the palette that like just like I used to only buy like ColourPop palettes or palettes like significantly discounted. And then this palette launched and I paid full price for it because I just thought it was so beautiful. And then it ruined me. And now I buy expensive palettes all the time. Anyways, this palette, yes, I would buy this if it launched right now. I typically like this size palette from Huda Beauty, and I love purples and it has a lot of purples in it. So yeah, I'd buy that if it launched right now. Ace Beauté Classical Paradise. This came out in a set of 4 with the Slice of Paradise, Paradise Fallen, and Blossom Passion palette, I think, are the 4. Would I buy this if it launched right now? Honestly, I don't think I would, and only because I have that Nomad Cosmetics Hudson Valley palette that I feel like is a pretty similar color story. Like just on a, I don't think they're dupes for each other. I think if I like, they're definitely not dupes. They have quite a few different shades, but like the overall vibe is similar. So I think I'd skip this one if it launched right now. But I do really like this one. I do really like this one. And they have, this is the original formula. I do like Ace Beauté's new formula better than their original one, but I never had problems with their original one. Is that weird to say? Like I never had any issues with the original one, but the new one's better. I don't know if that makes any sense, but whatever. That's my opinion and I'm sticking to it. Melt Cosmetics Bad Side Zodiac Fire Palette. I really want to say no, I would not purchase this if it launched right now because I don't like this palette. If you've watched any of my ranking videos, if you watch my video review of this palette, you would know my feelings on it. But okay, let me amend the rules of this game. If this palette launched by itself, wasn't Aries like themed, fire sign themed, just launched by itself, I probably would still buy it because I buy everything Melt puts out, and that's what's so annoying. I would buy that and I would be mad about it. This game's stupid. Okay, Carla Cosmetics. This is the Romance Quad. Listen, oh my gosh, this eyelash keeps getting pushed down by this freaking wig. It's making it look all droopy. Okay, let's just tuck the hair. I know some of you hate when wigs are, yeah, because that makes your ear look giant. Okay, anyways, this is a Romance Quad. Now, this is new, but I bought this, I like went into like a frenzy in October. It was like so many Halloween launches, like palettes like launched that I really wanted. So I was like already spending. So then any palette that I saw that I liked, I was like, yeah, sure, let's just get it. So that's how I ended up with this one. And if we're being honest, if this launched right now, I probably wouldn't buy it because I'd be like, girl, you have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. And so I probably would not pick it up. Like I said, the only reason I got it is does that make any sense? Are any of you like that? Or you're just like already spending a lot of money and you're like, I should just spend more. So yeah, I don't think I picked this up, but the packaging is really pretty and I really, really like this. This might be my favorite quad in my collection. Should I do a battle of the quads? That might be an interesting little series. Okay, speaking of quads, let's talk about the Petit Fours Lavande palette from Viseart. If this launched right now, I don't think I would pick it up because I don't think I'd feel like I need it. Even though it's pretty, even though I love purples, even though I love Viseart, I think I'd say you don't need a purple quad. You have enough purple eyeshadow in your collection. So I'd skip this one. Now, just because I love to make myself look like a hypocrite, because I am one, let's talk about the Viseart Violet Étendu palette. Because did I not just say I would tell myself that you have enough purples in your collection? I did, didn't I? If this palette launched right now, I would I would grab this. I'm sorry. I would pick this up. I love Viseart and I love purple eyeshadow. So I would see this and I'd be like, yeah, I'm buying it. No questions asked. I swear. I like this series because it tells me like how demented I am. My shopping habits are just really questionable logic. All right. Melt Cosmetics, Gemini 2. We already talked about Melt and how I love them. So yes, I would be buying this. But also, I just really like this color story. And this is one of my favorite Melt Cosmetics palettes. So yeah, I would for sure pick this up if it launched right now. The Melt Cosmetics 27 palette. If this launched right now, yes, I'd buy it because I'm obsessed with Melt Cosmetics. So yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'm buying it. But really the only reason I bought this palette is because I turned 27. So I bought this for myself for my 27th birthday. And so that held like special meaning for me. But it's not really my favorite and I don't love this color story. But yeah, no, I'd probably buy it because I buy everything from Melt. So if I'm buying that freaking fire palette, I'm going to buy the 27 palette. Next up, the Honoré palette. This is from formerly Musée Beauty, now Kylove Beauty. If this launched right now, I don't think I'd pick it up. Only because this color story is not my favorite. And in this game, I'm pretending it's not launching with the counterpoint that it launched with. And so, okay, here's another thing about my shopping habits. If you were launching 2 eyeshadow palettes at the same time, and I only like one palette, I will buy both of them. Don't ask me why. It's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy both. If you launch 4 palettes and I like 3 out of the 4, I will buy all 4. If I like 2 out of the 4, I will probably buy all 4. If I only like 1 out of the 4, I may just buy 1. But anyways, that's just me in a nutshell. But yeah, if this is launching by itself right now, I would skip it just because it's like a mostly pink color story. And I just don't really feel like I would feel like I need it. So I think I'd skip that one. All right. The Simply Posh Cosmetics Fairy Tale Fairies palette. Now I did skip this initially, but then I saw Simply Posh launch the Genuine Gems palette and I really wanted it. And then everybody was talking about how this palette was amazing and they liked this palette like even better than the Genuine Gems, but they still like the Genuine Gems. Anyways, long story short, they all convinced me. And by they all, I mean like Alicia from Budget Beauty. Who else? I think I don't know if Katie Marie had the Genuine Gems. Maybe she did. I just know she talked about the Fairy Tale Fairies palette quite a bit. Those are the 2 that are coming to mind as being people that convinced me. So anyways, yeah, I would buy this if it launched right now. Long story short. Okay, Cosmic Brushes, the Serenity palette. I would 1000% buy this palette if it launched right now. I actually haven't used this palette in a minute. I should reach for this again. This is such a beautiful palette. I love this palette. I love this color story. I think it's stunning. The performance of the shadows, amazing. Yes, I would buy this if it launched today. Okay, next up, Bella Beauty Bar and Brittany Huffman. This is a relatively new palette, so sorry if that's boring, but yeah, I would buy this if it launched right now. It's a grungy rainbow. I don't want anything more or less from my palettes. I just want a grungy rainbow. So yes, I absolutely love this. I think the shimmer shades are amazing. I don't know if I'm going to actually catch any of the shifts on camera. Probably not, but this is gorgeous. I would 1000% buy that. I don't know why I went like rapid fire this round. I'm like out of breath. Okay, last palette that we're talking about is the Lethal Cosmetics 1-Up palette. This is the outside. It looks like a little video game. It also has like the moving little screen thing, whatever. This is what this palette looks like. I debated buying this palette in the first place like so heavily because I was like, I don't really need these neon shades. I have them in the Surge palette, but it was these shimmers that I was like, those look so pretty. Do I need them? But I feel like I've picked up a lot of duochromes into my collection since then, so I don't think I'd be as enticed to buy this palette. So I think I would skip it. I think I would. I really like it, like the fact that I own it. this wouldn't be one I would consider to be on the chopping block, I don't think, for my declutter. But anyways, yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so a slightly different ratio finally. Usually I hit like 9 to 6 of like keeping and not decluttering, but keep like purchasing if it launched now and not purchasing if it launched now. But anyways, we did a 10-5 split. So 10 that I would purchase if they launched right now and 5 that I would not be purchasing if they launched right now. So interesting. I think maybe 1 or 2 of the, maybe 3, like for my declutter series or video when I actually get to it, like maybe these 3 would be on the chopping block. I would have to look at my other Viseart palettes and see if I already have these shades in other palettes of theirs, because I do really like their formula, but I think I'd maybe part ways with these 2. I don't know, we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, anyways, that, I don't know why I'm cleaning while I'm filming. Anyways, those are all 15 palettes that I had planned to chat about today. Like I said, let me know your thoughts, opinions, questions in the comments down below. I like chatting makeup with you all there. If you're curious about looks with any of these palettes, feel free to check out my description box. And with that, I will see you all next time. Bye!